drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy, in good places with good people, doing good things. In good places with good people. So, access denied. So, I'm getting an energy there was maybe fake friends or people from the past, like old friends. Like there's always somebody that they try to connect the cord through or, make the connection through that they may send the energy, through. But what I get is like it keeps getting denied. And at the same time, they will also send this energy wanting you to try to take accountability for something that is not yours. Okay. That's definitely what I'm getting. Like they want you to feel like you have created something on your own, when in reality it's like, no, a lot of the things that have occurred were from outside influences. And while yes, you have your own lessons to learn, they're not supposed to create occurrences for you to then go and say, oh, this person is guilty of this, but it was just an illusion because it was actually a scenario that they created. So if you get in an energy of wanting to take ownership for something that is not yours, then you have this remorse and this guilt, and you don't feel like you're worthy and the value, and all these other things come into play. So be very careful of people trying to push onto you something that is not true. Okay, just energetically, don't fall for any. Let's see what this is. Yeah, don't fall for any of this. Somebody trying to like put some hangups on you. You've let go of all of your hangups. You're not in any energy of, I did something wrong or I misstepped, or that's the whole part of it. Like as long as they can get you to believe that you did something wrong, as long as they can get you to take ownership, then it somehow becomes your problem, because then you have to refute that energy of your innocence. And because of this emotional nostalgic energy that's been introduced, and then in addition to that, you're taking ownership at the same time. So don't do that, okay? That's going to burden you, okay? That'll burn you and your person. So don't let them take, yeah, look. Ha! I told you, that's what the spell work is right now that they're doing, or they're sending out. The spell work that they're sending out right now is that they want you to take ownership for something and feel like, oh, it's your fault, collective. You did this mistake and you shouldn't have. It's cool. When we all know that that's not the case, right? Number one, it's not cool because, you're just not supposed to, but we also know our own behavior. We also know that we're respectful. We're not indulgent. We're not, this or that and the other. And again, that's what they want you to do. Take ownership of that energy. It's an energy transfer. So don't get pulled into that. Let's see. So you transform. I guess maybe there was some instance where that was something that they were able to do in the past, but you've taken, you've taken over in that situation. You've put it into that. You put it into this energy. This being able to like, oh, here's the illusion, and this is where you went wrong, and this is why you don't deserve, and this is why you're delayed, and this is why you're not getting this, and this is where you need to take a step back, and this is where you need to rediscover, and great thing you learned the lesson, but now no, that's not yours. Yeah, don't give into that energy, because this is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, don't give into that energy. Yes. Wow. Don't give into that energy. Don't give into any people, any energies trying to come in and pretend like they're friends, or press this energy like, oh, well, how was I supposed to know that I was losing the friendship or something like that? It's like, well, it doesn't even matter at this point. Oh, look. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, because I'm giving you the honest, the real to real right here. In reality, it's just because this person is only trying to come around to see about whether or not they can help to steal this money from you, right? To get in the way of you receiving what's yours. They also want to see if they can like make you feel heartbroken because you don't have their friendship. and like you don't have anybody around you, but it's like, why would you want someone around you that acts in that way, that doesn't bring anything good with them? Like there's no harvest in these energies. There's no, and you can tell that. Like you've become so intuitive that you see through everything and you see through everyone. So as soon as their energy meets your energy, it's like, yeah, no. No, it's almost like you can smell people too. You can see them. Like you can really truly see everybody for who they are. There's this show called Evil, right? That I watch. And in that movie, it's a series actually. In that series, there are different individuals who can see the demons right where they are. You know, even if they're plaguing, like there's one instance where the nun was seeing them, and they also tried to like get her fired too for that. But the nun was seeing them and it was plaguing like a couple's marriage. And they needed that type of expertise to actually, you know, overcome that. And it's giving the same energy too. Like again, they want to try to, it's giving that same energy of that very episode where they were trying to make the nun look like she was doing something wrong, but in actuality, almost everybody in the room that was of high authority had been guilty of the same thing. Yeah, so they couldn't get away with it. Like they couldn't, look, it's the 10 of knives in the reverse. So it's the 10 of swords in reverse. They couldn't burden. That's just not a reality. Like they can't burden you with that. You don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the effort. Ooh, they're so messed up right now. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is all like, look, as soon as I pick up the deck, look, it's almost like you're at a point where you're kind of just looking and laughing because you don't live on that same parallel. Like you don't live on that matrix. And the matrix that they're stuck in is the one where they can send out stuff and it do stuff. And you've already ascended. So you know that doesn't do anything. And you're just kind of watching them and kind of like, oh gosh, like I feel like you're at a 2 of swords for them. Like, yeah, I hope they get it together. Like when you look at these individuals, you're like, I wonder if they realize they have a choice to stay on this vibration and in this matrix, or if they want to actually go ahead and have everything that they think that they're chasing in this instance. Look, it's everything that they think that they're chasing. It's on a cloud too. What else here? Listen, they did. Yeah, like we said, you already outpowered that. You outpowered whatever it was. They are that burdensome, whatever they were trying to do. What is this? Ooh. Okay, so clearly there's animal spirits that work with you, right? I feel it's something that like you already did away with. And okay, so that's why there's like you're in this 2 of swords energy for them, because when you look at them, you see that they have not realized where they are yet. And so that's the only emotion that you actually feel is like, do they know? You know, you're just more so curious, like if they know yet what's wrong with them. Look at this person is by themselves just with a bunch of swords. That's how much like it's plaguing them, their worry and their guilt and their anguish maybe. Oh, that was the download that I got. So when they wake up every morning when they wake up and like as they start like the plaguing of the mind comes in, I think they can't sleep because they're having these headaches. They're in a lot of anguish and worry and guilt. You know, they have nowhere to throw this energy that's always been theirs. And so there's a lot of, and you're putting all of it into yourself. So, wow. Yeah, keep doing that. Don't let this trickster energy try to get, don't let this trickster energy is trying to penetrate your thought process to get you to believe that you, in some way, shape, or form, allowed this access, that you caused this is your fault, you have to take ownership for that. But if you've already been doing your work, you know better. So it's like this person is trying to stand there in front of you sending this energy. So this is the energy that they're sending to you, that you're standing there and you're facing this page of swords energy, and their sword is up behind them so you can see what they're up to. Okay, you can see what they're up to. And I almost get an energy of like their roots aren't very strong either, or long, or, you know, far, because that tree behind them is not very much bigger than them. So it's almost kind of like, in some instances, oh, that was the download too. So in instances where there are connections, like lifelong connections, the people that they're up against, I don't think that, like, I think it's coming to fruition and everybody's realizing like the people that they're up against can't afford anything. Not that that matters, but they're just like energetically, they don't look like good people. They don't smell like good people. And it's not like they're not having showered or bathed. It's just like, you know, their teeth are rotting, their insides are rotting, their nails are rotten. You know, that's the type of energy that these people live in. Some of these people are carrying around actual disease. And you know how that can plague the body. Like, even if it's just like chlamydia or something like that weird, you know, I don't know. But I know that it can't go better untreated. That's why they have the treatment, right? So I think that that's something that's, because those masks have been off since last October, not the October that just passed in 2024. The mask came off in October of 2022. And I think people were just kind of like constantly trying to overlap in the circumstances. And that's been put to an end too, is what I'm saying here. It's kind of like you're not in, I don't know, maybe there was something about people thought that they could do this by putting their hangups on you. And you've let go of all of your hangups. You've had this metamorphosis. And so any attempts to penetrate that only leads, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, only leads to someone, oh my gosh. So essentially, anytime someone comes and attempts to throw something like this or project this energy to you, they are instantly met with the karma. This is really what's happening now. Like, this is real time. This is real time. It's instant, like, oh, okay, you want to change a dynamic for somebody? Okay. Somebody in this loving energy? Yeah, that's not going to work. And that's what happens. Their direction gets changed. Their whole everything gets thwarted. Look, it goes back to this. They end up in this energy for coming against this energy. Wow. Because you're over here manifesting these 3 different things, it looks like, that are coming up. Those 3 birds, whatever those are, that's the energy that you're in. Because you've already done that transformation. Like I said, maybe your transformation is the October of 2022 part that they were in an illusion about, because they were still doing this spell work. Because that's the magician and the devil in reverse. And I don't get an energy of like, they let go, I get you let go, but they're in that paradigm is what I'm hearing. Like, some people are actually even in a psychosis. Like, they wake up every morning just like plagued by thoughts and concerns and noises and, oh my gosh, noises and like sirens and everything is really concerning them now. Yeah. Oh, wow. Maybe because there's also like there's a masculine energy that was in the King of Swords in reverse who is no longer. So someone else is like off on their own spiritual journey is what I'm getting. Wow. Yeah, because they realized this. They realized it's somebody who realized and understands now the spell work that's actually been done, like the actual factual details about this. It's not an illusion. It's not something somebody was talking about. It's not something somebody made up. It's not something somebody was trying to say to use against somebody or anything else like that. This person has found out about the actual factual spell work. And I don't know if this is an investigative person or if this is someone that's emotionally invested in this situation. Yep. And okay, so this, I'm gonna keep it 100. Whoever is not stopping, like whoever continues to like play this game and tries to continue, look, who keeps working hard at this, because it turned around, so it's like they'll stop and then they'll start and then they'll stop and then they'll start. Whoever keeps doing this, that's just their problem. Like, again, I can only tell you, I wasn't even using spell work. I was just thinking negative things and wanting negative things for the person that, you know, somebody else had left me for. And I fought it and wanted it so bad for this person. I mean, I just wanted to ruin everything about them. And essentially, I had to walk through that karma for myself. So I'm not telling you this because I want you to leave somebody alone. I'm only telling you it because I lived it. And that's what's about to happen here. Yep. These people could not get anything else to go in their favor. It's because people are recognizing their energy too. Again, energy matters. And people are recognizing that they're in this Knight of Swords energy, that they're not very, like they're quick and opinionated and hasty, and they're not really enlightened to things. And so they keep trying anything and everything. But that's the type of energy that you work in when you're, a shyster or trickster, whatever. Remember, I told you, I can't even try to like tiptoe around the house and try to be extra quiet because 15:51 on the clock, because in reality, it plagues me. I can't, I have to stay in this energy. Otherwise, it plagues me. It's not even it doesn't even, it's not a part of my journey this time. So essentially, maybe that's what's occurring. There may be 3 people, it looks like, who's like short-tempered roots in the area of like trying to emotionally prey on you or attach themselves to you. I don't know if they get it. Like, that's the hard part, because that's the only thing that's being displayed in any of these readings now is the fact that they don't get it. They don't see the matrix that they're in. The collective energies, maybe the people that they worked with in the community, there are some people who see it and understand it, but they're having to face their own addictions as a result of it, because this person is clearly, in that alcoholic energy. So they're having to face their own demons and do their own shadow work because, when you work in that type of energy and do that kind of stuff, it takes a while, Essentially, you can't, that's the thing, too, about this ascension and stuff like that. It's not like there isn't more time to keep getting ready, Maybe that's the false reality that's also part of the illusion that these people have been in. You don't have more time to get ready. This was it. This was not a dress rehearsal. Look. This was not a dress rehearsal. The discipline and self-reliance that was required here, that's really and literally what was required. You had to be able to know how to put in motion, your passion, not in just one way, but in multiple ways. In multiple ways. And be able to like pause and take the time to really see what that way was. Not just, it's something like a one-trick pony, and people only being able to use a certain type of energy. They can't ascend, and that's okay. It's totally fine, but I don't know if they know that. Like, that's the hard part for them. Like, maybe some people have to meet this ending in their life. Like, they have to get to here, because if they don't get it, they keep look, here we go with that 10 of Pentacles again. They keep trying. So it's like, well, they couldn't possibly be aware. Yeah, they couldn't possibly be seeing what's most important yet. Ooh, look, that's the truth. They can't see what's, what tradition is, what tradition looks like, what tradition and knowing, like, they don't have that. That doesn't exist in them. They haven't transformed. They haven't done any of the healing work. Yeah, that's a huge part of it too, is why these groups and organizations and entities and bodies have to cleanse these groups and energies, because they want to stay in control. And they can't do that if people see them as not being healthy, because people are waking up to that reality. Yeah, it looks like this already took some Queen of Pentacles energy. That some Queen of Pentacles is already, her tower moment has already been exposed. Yeah. And right now, that person is just focused on trying to figure out what's the reality for them to be in an Empress energy. But I get it's still over here. It's kind of like it's still over here because maybe the focus is on this King of Cups. Maybe that's where their focus is, but it needs to be on their own transformation is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they're focused on maybe the heartbreak from that King of Cups, because it looks like this person is in their King of Cups energy prior to this person being in their Empress energy. Yeah, because this person still has a lot to go through. Maybe even 7 more years until they'll be ready for an Emperor energy. Yeah. But the first and foremost thing is they have to actually figure out some things with respect to how they can really figure out how they can really make their own way in life. You know, they had people supporting them the whole time. Whomever this energy is, this person had people, you know, giving to them all the time. And I'm getting someone like push this energy off on someone else who was actually innocent. This person, like it may have even been people like sacrificing someone else's children and saying that this person sacrificed them. But that's not true either. And then what I'm getting is because this carrot is here, it's like, no. This person, it's kind of like some luring energy. Okay, so maybe that's what they were trying to do to get maybe someone's child sacrificed recently as well, is to have the child in this mindset that their parent was actually the one kind of like dangling the coin or carrot in front of them. And they're not in that mindset anymore. Like there's clear thinking because it's like, wait a minute, that's not what my parent is doing. So maybe there's some energy people were trying to put some spell work. Yeah, so that whatever's happened here has been put to rest as well. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like they don't think that you know too. Like they don't think that you are aware. And I feel like you know everything, but you just don't have the time and the effort and the energy to give to this. Like who does? Who has the energy to give to all of this these negative people? Who has the time to be correcting people in the way that they're living their lives, even though we know it's a false reality to start with? So it's like people gotta come to their own realizations. And literally, the only reason why it comes up in the readings is because it's like, have they figured that out yet? Have they figured? Because it's already clear. It's already coming out over and over. And they see these results and then they go, no. There's got to be there's got to be. It's like desperation. Like I said, there's got to be they constantly thinking of a way to elude things, you know, to try to have this victory. This is wild. And you've already moved on. Like you've already moved on towards your victory. You're already in a new matrix. You're just building. Your roots are just starting to kind of spread out. You feel me? Your roots are already starting to spread out. And whatever child energy this is has like everything they need. Because I mean, if this is if we're talking about what we just understood here, that child is already ready to go. Like that child is rearing and ready to go. It's like, okay, I have my things and I also have this other knowledge. Yeah, look, I said knowledge and then the Hermit card comes out. So there's someone out here who's like an excellent parent who's really taking the time to learn from their mistakes during parenting and express things and, you know, just really overall generally be an awesome parent. Look. And that's also a part of it, that these individuals aren't, you know, they don't really understand that. Maybe they had children younger than the other person, like the collective. Because sometimes that's a dynamic too. Like, I know I grew up in high school. Everybody in high school seemed to be having baby daddies before we graduated. And I didn't get one until like, I'm 10 years later. You know, graduation had finished. My boyfriend might have had, you know, the boyfriend that I had in high school might have had a baby, but it wasn't with me. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't think that people actually realize, like, I don't know, it's some weird energy, like a lot of rejection, a lot of was a projection. And, you know, they say rejection is, you know, redirection. I guess so, right? From being burdened for your whole life. Ooh. Yep. And once you step out of that, they have no choice but to be in it. That's why people keep showing up. That's why people keep showing up. They know who you are. They see what they did wrong. They know better. But what I tell you, this coming out again, this is the second time this come out. They know. Ooh, they know. They know. I don't know if I'm just leave it alone because it's too many times that's already come out. This reading is barely even 30 minutes. And it's like, they know exactly who you are. They know exactly what's going on. If they choose to live in that matrix, they get subject to what that matrix's results are, right? You know, whatever they believe, you know, is whatever they believe. So you're not in control of what they think or what they create mentally for their own environment. Like if someone's created an environment that like, if this person wins, then I lose or we all lose. That's their matrix. That's where they're going to be. If that's their God and that's how their God speaks to them and tells them that this is how, that's what their life is going to be like. And they're going to have to suffer the results, is what I'm getting. Somebody is waking up every morning with these headaches and can't get rid of them. And they feel like, what am I doing wrong? Maybe it's a King of Pentacles. What am I doing wrong? Because they feel the money slipping through their fingers. Oh, that was another good part of the download. So there are people that are going to start to have to co-house. So what I mean by that, I don't really understand it either, but it's like people are going to have to like have shared houses where there were individuals who like, maybe it's like a couple and they're like 2 or 3 kids. They are going to have to like lease out rooms in like the other side or like other parts of their house to be able to really keep their home and stuff like that. So there's going to be an increase of that, like where people are going to have to look for tenants to live in their home and share a lot of their common areas. And this is something that they never thought that they would have to experience. But again, it's kind of like, well, where was your mindset the whole way to where you got to now? A lot of people don't want to look at that too. A lot of people don't want to look at that too. And it's that energy of like people literally thought they were getting away, and that's kind of always it, right? We hear about these stories and we go, yeah, these people got caught up and they knew they were in trouble and da-da-da-da, but they kept going in the wrong direction. Isn't that typically how criminalities and, you know, bad people get down? They see something's coming their way, so then they try to figure out another one. And I think a lot of the part of the issues is that money is dwindling now, because a lot of these people who were getting money like through, they've cracked down on a lot of people stealing. So there's people who have been stealing things. Everybody's kind of caught up in a scam. So it's like people are already facing stuff. The people that are in the younger crowds, they got caught up in a lot of different scams. So there's no use there or no availability there, right? And then there's the individuals that they absolutely know they couldn't get to go along with this. Like, it would be a hard pressed move, you know, people that already have been well versed, you know, by the people around them. Like, yeah, don't do this, and don't ever give out your social security number to anybody. Don't let anybody know your card or your PIN number. Like, they've been well versed. There's nothing to share. Like, don't let nobody borrow no money, all kinds of things. So I feel like there's people who have been instilling the right things. There's people who haven't and who hadn't in the past, and they're dealing with that part. Like, they're dealing with the return of it, especially people who have sacrificed their children in that way, who felt like they didn't have to be responsible for, I don't know, whatever. I don't know if they could make it, like, if they could just only make it look like it was the other parent's fault or something like that. You know, those people who are always trying to cheat the system and the situation and the circumstances, like, those people exist on all different playing fields, right? But that's why the money is dwindling down now, is because people are going to, it's a lot to do with this housing thing. Like, there's no affordability. A lot of different businesses are going out of business, and there's all these different things changing in the economy, right? So where these people actually made their money and became affluent, people are finding different ways to move forward. So it's like where people usually would move into apartment buildings, they're now moving into homes and just renting out rooms and having a common shared space, because a lot of these people are too prideful to give up the identity of being in a house. So that's some people's issues, right? And then other people's issues, it's like they just can't, because whatever they got themselves involved with has them on paperwork. And so they can't go and outright put something in their name or get something in their name because they're legally in trouble. Okay. So for these people who have to share these homes, it's going to be really difficult, because, you know, sharing living spaces is, especially if it's not built out of love, it's built out of need. Like, oh, I need the money. You can get into a lot of different squatting situations and stuff like that too. And there's a lot of stuff to be worried about. And again, their worst fears are becoming their reality right now. Yeah, but this is the only way they can figure out, like, how can we keep ourselves afloat, because it looks like a lot of people who were maybe in Hierophant energy or King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, they're now trying to even maintain a 9 of Pentacles, and it's a slow going. Look at that snail. It's a slow going. It's not moving fast at all for these bad boys. And they're you know, keeping the hope. They keep, you know, and that's important. When you're in this, you know, tower moment, I feel like even though, like, some people are trying to prey on, like, romantic interests, like, where can I, you know, find someone that, you know, will want to date me and give me some, so they're trying to hang out at certain locations in the daytime and stuff like that, but they're not meeting people that will take them serious. People are like, oh no, I already know what you're up to. They keep reaching this stalemate, I guess, when they're trying to, I guess these people, they sell them selves for, you know, money. Maybe it's high priced ones, I don't know. But essentially, like, whatever it was, it's not no more. Ooh. Oh gosh, somebody just can't let go. Ooh, that's why they're not going to be financially, in this Nine of Pentacles. That's what's going to hold them back. Whoever this energy is, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, who's already been exposed, like, she's going to stay in this, like, she's focused on the energy, she wants to be in it, but she's disillusioned because she can't let go of something. Looks like it's this King of Cups. She can't let go of that mindset. Yeah, maybe this person keeps crying and doing spell work or something like that, or crying and like sending out this negative energy towards this other person's relationship. Like I said, can't say that I haven't been guilty, but I'm telling you right now, that's not the way to go. Especially if you know someone has moved on. Like, don't stay in that. That is negative energy transfer. And you will be seen for everything that you are. And it will take a lot of hard work and dedication to really change the perception of you. Because by this point, you've already been taken out of character. You've already, whatever this I want to be an Empress now energy is, they've already been taken out of this Queen of Pentacles energy. People don't see this person the way they did. Yep, this person, and that's all this person can figure out right now. Like, well, where can I find someone like this? Or where can I find someone? Look, maybe they're even looking for someone to do spell work, some love spells or something, and they're not finding that. They're being told when they come and they present whatever they're presenting, they're being told no. And then again, if they're getting other people to do stuff with them, those people are immediately meeting backfires. It's almost like, yeah, they went home and then their person was like, you know what? I found out something. And it'll be something from like a long time ago even. And their person is like, I thought we went in about this. I thought we were past this. I thought this wasn't in a relationship anymore. Ooh, and these people are ending up heartbroken. I cannot make it up. So even, again, any attachment to these energies is leaving people stuck. Again, don't take on any attachments. Don't let somebody trick you into believing that you called in, this energy, or that you manifested this and created these situations. That is not the case. You know what you've learned over the course of time, and you know that couldn't have been understood any other way. So this was the natural way to go about things, versus other people manipulate. Like, it's almost like people want you to admit you've done spell work, and it's like, I don't do spell work. Or admit you've done something to cause this chaos and friction, and it's like, no, because I don't work in that energy. I'm not looking to cause things. I work in silence. Like, I don't do anything. I'm not worshiping anything in that way. I'm looking within at all times. I'm not focused on what people identify as this, that, and the other. Look, there's this battery, silicon, crystals are batteries, it's this inherent life force energy. It's not anything other than that. And people want to try to shadow that no matter what. As long as you are loyal to what you know to be yourself, how you created this environment of peace and tranquility for yourself, don't let somebody else make you feel like anything otherwise. Don't let somebody else fragrant your situation. Don't let somebody else, that may be something too, like I said, somebody going around at your office or something, constantly spraying their perfume, knowing that it's irritating, it makes you sneeze or something like that. Yeah, that person, that's a part of their spell work. They have to do that. They have to spray that perfume. It's just, I guess it's to try to make you feel compassionate or something. Yeah, because, that's true, because sometimes different scents can evoke different memories. So maybe someone's using like something that to try to evoke some type of memories, but it's not working. You see it, you smell it, like you are aware. Look, yeah. Ooh, and now whoever this person is, the community is seeing that they're not who they they say they are. Like the community does not have any more love for this person. That's the love in reverse from the community. The community is seeing this person for, oh, dang, we're right there with that Queen of Pentacles. And I was only focused on the fact that this person was in the Ten of Wands. So it's the same person I've been talking about. I know my higher self. They also have been using spell work with some type of animal energy. And that's also why the odds are not in their favor. Do you think the animals are here just for you to try to change things in your favor and to use them in a negative way? No. No, that's not what you're supposed to be channeling any of this energy for. Let's just keep it 100. And that's also why these groups, these Hierophant groups, these organizations, these, what are they called? Entities, these acronyms. That's why they're all also in the same energy of like, okay, we've got to fix this. We've got to weed out this stuff because we won't have anything in our favor if we keep at this. We're going to get rid of all animals. Because there's even, oh, that's the funny thing about it too. Something came up on my timeline about some whale. There was a whale at a show, and you know these animals are trained forever to do this stuff. This animal went ahead and pooped in the water and then purposely splashed it on the people. And there was a woman there with her 2 boys, and she was videotaping it, and the boys were like, did the thing just poop? And it purposely went and splashed it because the animal knows exactly what this is. The animal knows what's up. So it was just kind of like, it's kind of being seen, you know. And the opportunity, I feel like, for grace is over with. I feel like there's, you know, the opportunity for grace is over with. These communities know this is their only way towards grace is to actually acknowledge, maybe even within themselves, because I don't feel like a lot of people are able to come and be around you because you're in a different creative energy. You're in a different vibration. Yeah, they can't connect with you. They can't connect with you. You're creating something somewhere else. You know, you're in this era of receiving justice. So they can't come into that. You know, they have to go and do their spiritual work. They just can't be in your, like, you know. I think maybe people are, I'm hoping, like, that's what we hope is that they see that they need to go within, you know. Start trying to make amends there is what they really need to do. Yeah. Stop trying to control things and be, you know, in this energy. Maybe they're receiving this clarity. I hope so, because these people have been stuck in some type of illusion. A lot of them have this attachment, you know, on them because of it. That's, like I said, plaguing these relationships that they have. Plaguing how they feel inside their bodies. People are, you know, anxious, headaches, finding out about, you know, different diagnoses. Other family members finding out about stuff. And it's like, dang, see, look. Everything just blowing up. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's like the tradition of the community wasn't correct. This fell right here on the community. The community is really realizing that they weren't upholding the right tradition. They weren't upholding the right person, maybe even. Yeah, and that they need to restore this. Like, it's their own personal responsibilities to restore this. They do have to repair it. I was hoping not to have to communicate that. It's a part of their letter to their highest self, because you have to go through all of that. Again, it's the whole process of like going through and taking ownership and this and that and this and that. So again, it's like some people are only coming to try to communicate with you so that you can take ownership and feel bad with them. But it's like, no, just stand up to a source and follow your intuition and don't take ownership for something they're trying to tell you is yours. And you know that you can see that stank. You can see that funk. You can see it a mile away. Like their essence is not being allowed into your energy. That's what that no access is. Maybe you had woken up with like a metallic taste in your mouth too. A metallic taste in your mouth where people were maybe trying like one last time to do some, you know, some of this type of magic. Again, these love spell magics. And that might have been why you were feeling that. But you were very, but you were very wise. It looks like you and your person must have been really, really wise about when to trust and when to get down. It's kind of like they also want you to be afraid to give yourself away to your person, and they don't, you know, realize that like that was a natural course of things. In order to receive bliss, you do have to trust. And you do have to know the truth too. And you've realized that you do know the truth and you do trust your person. Wow. And that's the battery pack that kind of keeps you and your person going, or and don't take person one way, because your person for business could be this one person. Your person for, finding out about skincare and having that, fabulous relationship where you two, enjoy fashion, music, skincare, and brunching. You know what I mean? Like, that could be your person for that. So don't forget, like, you have all these love letters from yourself to yourself, that, and other people have similar ones, right? And they know that those are going to be fulfilled in different people. It's not just one fruit. Food meditation. Yeah, it's not just one fruit. You've also been probably listening to your guides about what to eat. You are what you eat. Oh, yeah. And you have been made aware of who all of your new community is. Ooh, yep. And that's what that's what you're paying attention to, and recognizing like all of the offers that people are extending to you and whatnot. So you're looking at them all correctly. Oh, that's also part of it. They wanted you to not see the energies correctly about the ones that were like a part of your group, about a part of your new community and soul tribe. They wanted you to not see that, but they couldn't stand in the way of that resurrection. Ooh, I love this too. And you are going to meet somebody that like, you guys are going to have the same taste in fashion, or you guys are going to be able to help each other pick out stuff that's like, ooh, that's fly. Like, you and that person are going to be, I'm just saying that because I've been running across these skirts lately in different pictures and a couple dresses, and I'm like, oh, I need that. But there's no way to find out who made it. It's that kind of energy. But you and that person, like, you're going to have a lot of good, like, again, you set this up. You set up opportunities for yourself. This is your own love letter to yourself. Yep, your magical alignment. People want to call it magic. You call it alignment. You've created a new family for yourself. Like, maybe if you two were single, you see yourselves having, this relationship. You both see yourselves independently. And so progressively it's moved towards that with all of these children and then loved ones and family members behind you. And again, it's all this battery crystal. I know that people don't understand that, but look up what a crystal is. It's kind of like a battery, right? But anyway, balance. And that's really at the head of it all too. That's what they don't have access to. Okay. They don't have access to the balance that you used to bring to them and their circumstances and situations. And now it's like somebody else has got the family, whatever. Now, like, a whole nother family has inherited the family such and such. A whole nother community has entitled themselves to this redemption. Nice. Yeah. That will help people in these connections and unions, like, just know a lot. There's a lot of wisdom sharing and wealth of knowledge that's being imparted from person to person, it looks like. So this is really awesome. All right. Well, I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form. And I will catch you on the next one. Was I going to do anything else here? No, because it's just kind of repeating some of the previous energy about this person trying to maintain a 9 of Cups or whatever it is. Pentacles. I don't know. But stay in your truth and solidarity at all times. Don't let anybody get you into some energy of thinking that, like, you don't deserve what you desire. Don't let anybody kind of step on your toes or get you to stumble. Okay. Keep giving to the things that you know you're supposed to give to, and acknowledge the fact that you've let go of everything. And there are no regrets at this point. You've balanced out that energy for sure, for sure. And any energies of like being lost in the sauce, not knowing which way to go, what to do. You got this. 43:34 on the clock. You've already, established everything you needed to balance out your circumstances. And you're kind of just sitting there allowing the truth to be revealed turn after turn. So I love this for you. All right. I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form. And just keep on moving. Don't stop. Catch you in the next one. Later.